A warm welcome to Musanza TV main news. To present, my name is Vanson Jomba. Let's look at the headlines. Salvation Army pastor drones in Chikankata. 2 die in Zambia Air Force ZAF plane crash. Unemployed health workers praise the government for keeping its promise of job creation. In international news, Burkina Faso civil groups protest against French military cooperation. And in sports news, Canada reached first Men's World Cup in 36 years. With the details, join me after a short break.
Refresh your body, mind and soul this sizzling summer. Introducing the refreshing, clear with nature's taste AquaGel purified mineral water, ultimately designed to quench your thirst with a revitalizing and refreshing taste. Stock available: 750 ml, 500 ml, 350 ml, 500 ml sachets and 18.9 liters containers. Drink and enjoy your purified and corporately packaged water which passes all tests. Live better, drink better. Call 0776 452710 or 0760 732565 now to make your order. AquaGel for a refreshing sip.
And now the news in detail. Scores of unemployed health workers have expressed joy over the announcement by the Ministry of Health to recruit 11,276 health workers. Some of the applicants spoken to have praised the government over keeping its promise to create jobs. Here is a report. From the time the Ministry of Health advertised the recruitment of health personnel in the country at a district level, people in Mazabuka could not take a time to wait as they lined up at Mazabuka District Commissioner's office to drop their applications. A check by this reporter at both Mazabuka District Health Office and at DC's office managed to talk to some of the applicants who could not shy the camera their joy to the New Dawn government for keeping the promise after months from the time it announced the intention.
As you can see, these are people who have applied the same recruitment which want to take place, the health workers. The government has taken a good move, the New Dawn government. This shows transparency. As you can see, people are not only dropping letters from here, they are also dropping letters to the district center there, the director. So they want to make sure that the system is transparent. And so people are very happy because this move shows that the government has taken the right step in the right direction, and people will continue to have faith and confidence in the government that has such a vision.
We have come at this office to come and drop the applications for this exercise which is being undertaken under the Ministry of Health. First and foremost, we want to appreciate the government of the day, the New Dawn government, for this opportunity they have brought for the people of Mazabuka, in particular for the people, the residents to actually applying on their destination under the districts, not to other people to come from the other side to come and apply on this exercise. And again, we want to thank the government for bringing on the board the panelists in terms of the way the selection will be being unattended. It seems like it will be a good way whereby corruption won't undertake.
The UPND administration has, in the 2022 national budget, earmarked the recruitment of 11,200 health workers to enhance health service delivery in the country, as well as reduce backlog of unemployment frontline health personnel. This is Vanson Chomba reporting for Musanza TV in Mazabuka. A 40-year-old woman from the Salvation Army Church in Mapangazia in Chikankata Mission of Southern Province, Doreen Mwaitana, on Sunday morning died after being swept away by strong water following heavy downpour at Chitete Stream in Chitete Ward in Chikankata District. And Chikankata District Commissioner Timothy Chipolyonga described the death of the lady Doreen Mwaitana as devastating. Two others survived the accident are a husband to the deceased, Doreen Mwaitana, Major Paul Kolowa, Divisional Commander of Malawi Nationals. The other survivors is Major Clifford Jigondo, Secretary for Personnel, Salvation Army Church in Mapangaya in Chikankata Mission, aged 52 years old. Chikankata District Commissioner Timothy Chipolyonga and survivor Clifford Jigondo now explain the ordeal.
It's sad that we can lose a life in this way. It was raining early in the morning, but unfortunately that people tried to cross the stream, which was actually, they had already seen that the water was increasing. And if only they had maybe allowed their intuition, they would have saved themselves. But for now, it's a sad day because we have not even managed to locate where the wave is. Probably what is there is that she's been swept downstream. So we're trying to make a follow-up and see whether we can retrieve the body.
10 days we packed here. After parking here, the wife said, let's not go in. The waters are just too deep. Then we continued. And she said, I will close my eyes. I don't want to see what is happening. So immediately we were in the middle of the stream. The vehicle was off and it turned first this way. Yeah, then we were swept away while it's in the vehicle. And after that, it got stuck somewhere. So that was our chance now to struggle to come out of it.
So after 5 minutes, pakwabuka kamana kwa isa amenshi. So amenshi after moto kaila ya batwora. Kupona ipotwa kwa 5 minutes bade itakunwa mafia mato na ipotwa ikakuna. So mkubu tukakuja tubafirishe kuja. Wafirisha kofi aba na kachachi tubafirisha menshi abatwara menshi. So batwala kwa menshi oko twatika na kuno abantu mebatikisa kinda bakashibanje munena beno ko ate abakashibene twabafunya bali kuno twabafunya mu menshi kuno bali kuno so na imwe kachirige ntiye timu kimala basanga kuno so twachibakoseresha kuja bakashikuda twabakoseresha baba umena bena bakoseresha timu kashokwani so
And some residents of Hapkaya in Chitete Ward in Chikankata District of Southern Province have called on the government and Chikankata District Council to put up a bridge across Chitete Stream using the constituents' development funds to prevent perpetual death, which always rock at the crossing point during the rain season. And Chitete Ward Councillor Friday Kasina said there is need for a bridge across Chitete Stream crossing point on the inroad going to Namembo to be worked on. Mr. Kasina said many people have been lost, many lives are lost at the crossing point, and something needs to be done as a matter of urgency. Mazabuka District Commissioner Oliver Mulomba has called for coordination between Magoe Farmers Dairy Cooperative and their off-takers in the district to promote dairy production in the district. Speaking when he called on the two parties at his office today to harmonize the misunderstandings that have been going round on the alleged reduction in milk price by some off-takers in Mazabuka District, the District Commissioner said milk production adds value in the country country and does not deserve compromise that leads to low production by farmers. Some milk off-takers in the district have allegedly imposed a reduction per litre effect 1st April 2022 from 8 kwacha 50 ngwe to 6 kwacha 50 ngwe, a move that has not been received well by Magoye Dairy Farmers Association, citing irregularities. Mr. Mulomba has since encouraged the dairy cooperatives in the district to always have a way of communicating with their off-takers to avoid misunderstandings in the future, as a way of encouraging farmers to venture into milk production in the district.
We haven't come here to fight. We have come here for only two things. Communication, to improve on communication between cooperatives and the buyer. Secondly, we have come here because of the tank in Munenga, which you are even directing us to say we must form a cooperative there. I don't see a buyer who can suggest that Munenga should open a cooperative there. It's not you to tell us where the cooperative should open. You see, it is on my nerves. Let's talk issues. And if we talk issues, this meeting will end quickly.
Issues have been raised as to where government should come in. We have taken note. In a similar manner. You can't make decisions at your level. Equally, you can't make decisions apart from communicating to our superiors to say, in the future, let's start to consider A, B, C, D. We thank you for the concepts, which are very constructive as we go forward in developing the agriculture sector in general. To our cooperators, your concerns have been addressed. The off-takers have heard your concerns. I'm sure going forward, what has happened, or what happened, whereby we are just told it will never happen, you'll be engaged, because we are one people. And I'm happy that at some point, our colleagues, the off-takers, they are candid enough to come out and say, open to say, no, we apologize for that oversight, for engaging you. And thank you for that magnanimity.
Western Province Minister Kaperwa Mbangweta has extended an olive branch to the people of Ghana to attend the Tourism Expo that will be held in September this year. Mr. Mbangweta said this when Ghanaian High Commissioner to Zambia Khadija Idrisu paid a courtesy call on him at his office in Mongu today. The provincial minister said the expo will be a good time for the people of two countries to mingle and share ideas for mutual benefits. Mr. Mbangweta said the expo will be an opportunity for Zambia to showcase its tourism potential and create the necessary platform with a view of bringing development in the country. He said Western Province is endowed with many natural wonders, including the second largest wildebeest migration after the Serengeti in Tanzania, which said draws tourists from all over the country and beyond. Mr. Mbangweta said the bilateral relations between Zambia and Ghana dates back from the time of independence, when forefathers from both countries fought for independence from colonial rule. And Ghanaian High Commissioner to Zambia Khadija said she has embarked on the tour of all 10 provinces in Zambia in order to cement the relationship between the two countries. Ambassador Idrisu said her tour will enable her more insight about Zambia's natural resources, endowment, and identify areas of mutual cooperation.
Province, we have an expo which we are organizing, supposed to take place on the 19th of September to the 25th of September, and so we'll be quite happy to have people from the private sector from Ghana come and see the opportunities that are available in our province.
Usually when we come, we are in the capitals, but that doesn't mean that we are accredited only to the capitals. Yes. We are accredited to the country.
Yes,
and my president wants me to touch all the provinces to convey his greetings. And this is the first province that I'm visiting since my arrival. KTC, your able sons, Joseph and Sydney. I have been working with them in Accra, and they are your true ambassadors. They told me a lot about this province, and I said, why not? Since I'll be visiting all the provinces, let me make the Western province the first province to visit.
You're still watching Musanza TV main news. Let's take a break. I'll be back shortly.
Gap Shop Mazabuga. We have the following in stock: menswear, ladies wear, children's wear, men and ladies shoes, beddings, curtains, belts, traveling bags, laptop bags, handbags, and school bags. Our pricing reduces from the first week to the second week of the month. First week pricing on men's shoes: Monday 230 kwacha, Tuesday 200 kwacha, Wednesday 180 kwacha, Thursday 140 kwacha, Friday 120 kwacha, Saturday 100 kwacha, and Sunday 80 kwacha. On the second week on men's shoes: Monday 70 kwacha, Tuesday 50 kwacha, Wednesday 40 kwacha, Thursday 30 kwacha, Friday 20 kwacha, Saturday 10 kwacha, Sunday 5 kwacha. First week ladies shoes and clothes pricing: Monday 100 kwacha, Tuesday 90 kwacha, Wednesday 80 kwacha, Thursday 70 kwacha, Friday 60 kwacha, Saturday 50 kwacha, and Sunday 40 kwacha. Ladies shoes and clothes pricing on the second week: Monday 35 kwacha, Tuesday 25 kwacha, Wednesday 20 kwacha, Thursday 15 kwacha, Friday 10 kwacha, Saturday 5 kwacha, Sunday 3 kwacha. We are located in Mazabuka Town Center, next to PEP, opposite Zanaco. DAP for high quality and low prices.
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. We continue with the news. National Action for Quality Education in Zambia Central Province Provincial Secretary Dr. Justin Kabungo has noted with concern the prolonged suspension of sports activities in schools, which he strongly believes has denied the learners all inclusive development. Dr. Kabungo has observed that the ban has affected the vocation part of the school curriculum. He added that the young people need to develop their talents through sports activities.
National Action for Quality Education in Zambia and Central Province is deeply concerned about the prolonged suspension of sports and subject association activities in schools because the suspension has denied learner a holistic development. The Minister of Education, through the Permanent Secretary for Technical Services, recently issued a circular in which he announced that all sporting activities remain banned until further notice. Nakezi is alive to the fact that the country is implementing a two-tier curriculum, the academic and vocational pathways, which is merely practical and exposure. The subject associations and sports play a pivotal role in schools. Through subject association, pupils learn and expose their talents and skills. In sports, a talent needs to be developed through exposure in different competitions. Subjecting a learner to competing among themselves at the school level may not yield expected and desired results. The standard of the most of sports disciplines in Zambia has really gone down, partly because of the continued suspension of sporting activities in schools. We appeal to National Sports Council of Zambia and all sports associations to partner with Ministry of Education and schools if sport is to make any significant improvement. Finally, we again passionately appeal to the Ministry of Education to quickly lift the ban on sports and subject association related activities. Nakezi will be the happiest to see sports and subject association resume next time with the full sponsorship and more competitions introduced. Thank you.
Patriotic Front Southern Province member of the Central Committee, Kavumbu Hakachima Hajilonde, has refuted statements circulating in social media that she has resigned from active politics. Ms. Hakachima said the information that she has resigned from active politics are not true and that they should be ignored and brushed aside. And Ms. Hakachima has urged the Zambians to avoid unnecessary criticism to the New Dawn government, which has just been in power for a few months. Ms. Hakachima said the New Dawn government has just been in power for a few months, adding that she was optimistic that the New Dawn government would deliver to the expectations of the Zambian people. The former DC for Chikankata said so far the New Dawn government has managed to fulfill the election promises advanced to the Zambian people during campaigns.
Well, what I would like the people of Chikankata to know is that now I'm not in government, so it's very important for us to give space to people in government to execute their duties very well without any interference. So I'm enjoying keeping quiet for some time so that our friends can be given the space to implement their activities very well without any unnecessary criticisms. And I think also, like the Bible says, there's time for everything. There's time to speak. There's time to keep quiet. It's biblical. So it does not mean that when I'm quiet, it means that I have retired from active politics. No. It simply means that we would like to give our friends the chance to execute their duties very well, to perform, to deliver for the people of Zambia. Well, we all know that the New Dawn government is working under very difficult circumstances. You know, there's no money in circulation. We all know that. So people of Zambia, the majority of Zambians are suffering. But like I have said, the New Dawn government has just been in power for a few months.
Yes.
So maybe we need to exercise a little bit of patience with them to mobilize resources so that they can implement and deliver their campaign promises.
Yes.
But as it is right now, it's hard for the Zambians. People have no food. People cannot manage to pay for their electricity. Fuel prices have gone very high. So we can only appeal to the New Dawn government to quickly find means and measures to cushion these hard conditions for the Zambians.
Yes.
But however, we are also happy that they've managed to pay school fees for a few children. And we are also looking forward to them, we're looking forward to a time when they will also employ more health workers. And not only employing more health workers, but also paying the outstanding arrears for the health workers that are already in government, that are already working for us.
Two Zambia Air Force pilots have died when a lighter trainer aircraft crashed at 38 kilometers north of Harimanga Nkumbula International Airport in Livingstone today. The accident, which happened around 11 hours, has claimed the lives of Zambia Air Force Livingstone Station Commander Colonel Lyson Siame, aged 42 years, and Second Lieutenant Kala Sawalia, aged 27 years. In a statement issued to Musanza TV today, Zambia Air Force Director Public Relations and Foreign Liaison Lieutenant Colonel Helen Chota explained that an inquiry has been launched to establish the cause of the air crash. She said that Zambia Air Force Commander Lieutenant Colonel Colin Barry has extended his heartfelt condolences to the families and loved ones of the deceased personnel and to the Zambia Air Force family as a whole. The Ministry of Mines and Minerals will come up with a statutory instrument, SI, that will restrict the number of mining licenses one has to own. Speaking during a media briefing in Lusaka today, Minister of Mines and Minerals Development Paul Kabose said that this follows the suspension of issuance of mining licenses, and government has discovered that there are individuals who have more than 4 mine licenses to their name. Mr. Kabose said his office will sit down with the Ministry of Justice and other government departments to formulate policies that will suit best interest of the Ministry of Mine. He stated that the government will not allow a situation where an individual owns more than 5 licenses, which they hold on the speculations, adding that it is time to bring sanity in the Ministry of Mines.
Speculation in the mining sector instead of investment. And to cure this problem, very soon we'll be issuing a statutory instrument that will restrict the number of active mining rights that the same beneficial owners can hold at a given time. I think that we have promised that we will be making these restrictions, and in consultation with Ministry of Justice and Attorney General, I think we'll be doing an SI so that we can restrict the number. We cannot have a scenario where one person is holding so many licenses and probably they are just holding them for speculative purposes. Like we had promised that the new Dawn government is bringing sanity to the mining sector, this is what we are actually doing. We want to bring order and also fairness, because no human being should own so many licenses alone, depriving other Zambians of holding, mining rights. The third point, and it's a very sad one, is that our process has also indicated that some mining firms or some firms on the system with mining rights have never been registered with PACRA. Now that is very sad. We have a scenario where a company is not registered with PACRA, yet it is registered with us and it has a mining license. It is very sad that people could behave in such a way. And I want to say that this is pure fraud and corruption, and also making the government lose revenue, because it's like you just get some name from the street and give it a mining license. Very unacceptable. And I want to let you know, members of the press and also the nation, that the ministry will not sit idle. We are going to get to the bottom of it, of people who could give a mining license.
Meanwhile, Mr. Kabose says the government will digitalize emerald mining for the sake of accountability. He said that there will be regular database updates so that there are no irregularities in the emerald business.
Very sad. So this is one of the things that we've discovered in the system. To cure this problem, the ministry will conduct a Know Your Customer KYC to clean up the system and also improve integrity in the system. The ministry will further, with the support of Smart Zambia, link the cadastre system to other authentic government databases in order to avoid fraud. Number 4, and processed mineral right transfer applications. The process of audit has also revealed that most transfer applications are not actually compliant. So going forward, all transfers will be subjected to a rigorous audit process that includes an aspect of beneficial ownership in collaboration with PACRA. Further, transfer approval will be restricted to assigners or assignees whose mining rights are compliant with the provisions of the Act. Number 5, unprocessed renewal applications. Again, there were concerns that some applications were never processed. This problem is receiving due attention, and all outstanding applications, whether new or renewal, will be processed within the time provided for by the law. For large exploration licenses, at least 50% relinquishment or renewal is mandatory. And all those with offer letters should note that an offer is valid for 30 days, and if no payment is made, the offer lapses. So as a ministry, we have decided to say,
let's now take our last set of commercials. I'll be right back with international and sports news. Stay tuned.
Refresh your body, mind and soul this sizzling summer. Introducing the refreshing Clear with Nature's Test Aqua Gel Purified Mineral Water, ultimately designed to quench your thirst with a revitalizing and refreshing taste. Stock available: 750 ml, 500 ml, 350 ml, 500 ml sachets and 18.9 liters containers. Drink and enjoy your purified and corporately packaged water which passes all tests. Live better. Drink better. Call 0776 452710 or 0760 732565 now to make your order. Aqua J for a refreshing sip.
Welcome back. We continue with the news. A coalition of Burkina Faso civil society organizations are composed of more than 72 members held a rally to call for the termination of military cooperation with France. The coalition called on the new Burkina Faso authorities to end French military cooperation in favor of Russia's support to curb terrorism. In recent months, Russia has been making inroads to several African countries through its private security firm, Wagner, with an aim of stabilizing security in the rebel and jihadist-hit nations like the Central African Republic and Mali.
A coalition of Burkina Faso civil society organizations composed of more than 72 members held a rally to call for the termination of military cooperation with France. The coalition called on the new Burkina Faso authority to end French military cooperation in favor of Russian support to curb terrorism in the country. We contest the installation of foreign armed forces that no longer deserve our trust on our soil. We demand the cancellation of the colonial agreements that have kept us in stalemate for years. For years, France, our colonizers, has been in Burkina Faso believing that it is fighting to defend our interests, but it is the opposite. France is in Burkina Faso to plunder our wealth and also creating terrorism by supplying arms to the terrorists, and it is these same terrorists who are fighting our soldiers on the front line. In recent months, Russia has been making inroads to several African countries through its private security firm, Wagner, with an aim of stabilizing security in the rebel and jihadist-hit nations like Central African Republic and Mali.
la Russie, puisque dans le monde entier.
But we take into account Russia because in the whole world it is Russia that has worked positively to remove the terrorist hydra in Syria, Venezuela, Central African Republic and neighboring Mali, where we see positive progress. The coalition, also known as Lasso, Lagam, Tabazaka in local language, bring together several civil society organizations according to its leaders and was created in the aftermath of the January 24 coup against President Roch Marc Christian Kabore.
Now in sports news, a victory in Toronto means Canada are assured of finishing in one of the top 3 places in the final stage of CONCACAF qualifying for Qatar 2022. Their last World Cup appearance came at Mexico in 1986, where they finished bottom on their group without scoring. Seo Larin and Tajon Buchanan put Canada 2-0 after at half-time before Junior Hollett and an Adrian Mariappa own goal sealed the victory. It led to joyous celebrations from the sell-out crowd at BMO Field at Canada clinched World Cup qualification for only 3-second time. English coach John Hedman, who led the Canadian women's team to successive Olympic bronze medals in 2012 and 2016, has guided Leos Rogers at the Qatar is his first qualifying campaign in charge. Well, this is all we had for you tonight. But before I go, here are the headlines again. Salvation Army pastor drowns in Chikankata. 2 die in Zambia Air Force ZAF plane crash. Unemployed health workers praise the government for keeping its promise of job creation. And in international Burkina Faso, civil groups protest against French military cooperation. And in sports news, Canada reached a first men's World Cup in 36 years. Thank you for staying with us. Join us tomorrow at 6:30 hours for another news bulletin. For now, main thanks goes to Warren Dao for coordinating. For now, my name is Vanson Jomba and I'm saying good night and keep on watching Musanza TV.